WNEW, the Rock of New York with Lonesome George Thorogood. Good afternoon. It's F.U. Friday.
F.U.
Made it through another week here on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. We got a little guest in the studio today.
Not a guest.
Little guest?
He's not a guest. He's my brother Joe.
Not little.
My brother Joe. He's not a guest.
He's a guest.
It's Brother Joe.
He's the music behind all the wacky song parodies you hear.
I think he's the official music director of the Opie and Anthony Show. We don't have much of a budget on the show, but, you know, Joe's the music director.
He's the head of the Opie and Anthony Orchestra, which consists of him.
I'll do it for $10 a week.
$10. We'll give you a case of beer a week to be the music director.
You can sleep right here in the studio.
That's good.
There you go. I'll take it. But Joe stopped by with his guitar, and we're gonna sing some ditties today.
We're gonna do some wacky tunes.
Just a lot of the faithful listeners enjoy all the song parodies that we've had on the show, and between Joe and Anthony, they've pretty much done most of them. So
yes, thank you.
So if you want to request one of the goofy songs you've heard on our show, you could do that today.
And it's F.U. Friday.
Yes.
It's your time to vent. You've been in hell all week.
Mm-hmm.
There's traffic this week. Oof.
Yeah, I want to send a big F.U. out to the world leaders. Can you guys go home? We don't want you in our city anymore.
Why does the United Nations have to be here? Because it's not like they walk here.
Yeah.
They all have to fly in.
No.
So put it somewhere in the Midwest where nobody's working.
Yeah.
And has to conduct business.
I don't mind that the UN is in New York City. I mind that these leaders go from the UN uptown to where we're at to go shopping.
Oh, because we're not working or anything, right?
Yeah, let's close down 3 or 4 blocks because Haji needs a South Park T-shirt to bring home with him.
I got the Bloomies. Yeah. And meanwhile, they have to shut 10 streets around where they're shopping, so no bombs go off, I guess, or whatever. And you know the overtime these cops have got to be getting?
I know.
Oh.
And they're not catching any of the crack dealers this week because they're too busy, you know, on the corners around 57th, 56th Street.
Escorting a world leader around.
Yeah,
so you can shop.
Great.
Thank you.
Joe, you have any FUs to start the show today? Or
No FUs at all, Ope.
No.
Not this week.
Wow, you've had a good week.
You
had a good week.
I would like to give a shout out to my peeps back at the crib in the hood.
The peeps.
My peeps.
All my peeps. Flipmo squad?
Actually,
I want to shout out to my Flipmo squad.
Hey, Joe, you got a Flipmo squad?
I got me a Flipmo squad.
All right, we're ready to rock, man. The FUs can be sent in through the fax line is the easiest way, because then it's right in front of us on a piece of paper, and we can read them real fast. The fax line is 212-957-WNEW. Phone line's going like crazy, so we don't have to give out that number.
Also, instant feedback is probably the easiest way, because you don't even have to go to the fax machine. You're at your computer, you click on WNEW.com, which you should have bookmarked.
Yeah.
And click on our pictures, and you can instantly email us.
Okay, very good.
Let me see if I can do that. How do you do that so fast?
I don't know.
That's quick.
The heroin.
Anthony's a professional now, Joe.
I know. Isn't that funny?
Email us at WNEW.com. I can't.
No?
I can't. I just can't.
That's why you're still knocking 10. I was knocking 10 4 years ago.
I have an FU.
He's FU to my brother Anthony.
Yeah, most of you guys used to knock 10, and now Anthony is a smooth operator on the radio. So.
We're trying to get Joe out of that.
Yeah, we'll get Joe out of that. If any band needs a guitar.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I need that. I'll stay in 10, thank you.
Joe's up to 2 FUs today. Now, Opie's on the list.
All right. I was going to play the pipe song here, but we'll tease that. We'll play that next, okay?
All right.
One of the songs that Joe came up with. Hi, NEW.
Hey, yeah, I'd like to make a dedication to the pipe song.
All right.
My dad's getting it today.
Your dad's getting the pipe?
As we speak.
Why? What's the matter with him?
No, it's that time, and he has to go get the pipe.
How old is he?
51.
Oh.
What in his stool?
I have no idea. All I know is he ain't looking forward to it.
What's your dad's name?
Robert.
Robert, this one's for you.
That's what I want.
Good luck with the pipe!
Well, if you turn 53 and you find it hard to pee, you need the pipe. You're having trouble with erection, gotta shove it up your rectum, it's the pipe. Or if your prostate is swollen, gonna photograph your colon with the pipe. Let's go! Let's go get the pipe. 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 You're big, thick, and mean, use a lot of Vaseline with the pipe. And you'll know when it's starting, cause you feel your buns parting with the pipe. You'll be barking like Rover when the doctor bends you over with the pipe.
97.7 WNEW, The Rock of New York. It's FU Friday with Everclear. I will buy you a new life. And Anthony, the faxes are coming in like crazy with FUs.
I know.
Al writes, a big FU to the Cubs and Giants. Let's go, Mets. Very good. I can't believe the Mets have to play the Braves for the final 3 games. That's killing us.
It's not looking good for the Mets, Opie. I'm sorry.
Don't say that, you Yankee skanky fan.
Yanks. They've already clinched and sat, and now they're sitting out the rest of the season like hanging.
And it
doesn't matter.
It was
Give me a fact. Give me a fact about sports. Just give me like a Joe.
No, you don't want to get
a fact.
No, you don't want to get us going. We're better than Mike and the Mad Dog.
Joe is sports retarded.
I have a sports challenge.
You're even worse than Anthony?
Yeah.
Oh no, Anthony is a genius compared to me.
Really?
Joe knows
I have nothing.
All right, how many players?
I don't know.
How many players on the field?
I still don't know.
Forget you, man. But all right.
But all I know is how about this I do know. McGuire, some bat, huh?
Everyone knows that.
How's that?
You are pathetic. I'm gonna turn your mic off in a minute.
He doesn't know Sosa though, right? Racist.
Sosa?
You're a racist.
They're tie.
Oh wow,
very good.
He is good.
I'm getting better.
That's very good.
Yeah, but he thinks he's talking about football right now.
Actually, I know this home run race is a big deal because your wife knows.
Yeah,
Anthony.
Jen doesn't.
Jen is following the home run race, which is pretty interesting.
What do you got?
I got another FU from Desiree and Amy. A big FU to our coworker Marion, who doesn't let us listen to WNEW while she's working because it's too much noise for her. And another FU to her because she stinks up the bathroom. She's gone today, so we're listening. Keep it up, you guys rock.
Girls don't do that, do they? Do they stink up the bathrooms?
Yeah, they do. They're just nice about it, actually.
They spray something afterwards.
We got hundreds of... All right, let's try this one real fast from Lynn. Guys, please give a huge FU to Gary, owner of Aliperti's restaurant in Clark, New Jersey. Can you tell him that I've always hated him, but now I can finally tell the world what a jerk he is? You bite, Gary. That's from Lynn.
Wow.
That's very nice, huh?
He's angry.
Hi, NEW.
Hey, Opie and Anthony.
What's up?
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
Guess where I am?
Where?
56th and 7th, handing out a bunch of flyers.
What do the flyers say?
It says, Opie and Anthony.
Yeah?
First it says, check it out on the top. And it says, Opie and Anthony, a talk show that's fun. Give them a chance. It's worth the laugh. Monday through Friday, 3 to 7 p.m. on 107 WNEW.
And you're handing these out in Midtown right now?
I'm right downstairs from you guys. I'm on 56th and 7th, man.
Right on!
I told you, I came through. The moment of truth is here now, fellas.
All right, here's the deal. As soon as you hand out all those flyers, we'll let you come on up and check out the show today.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm totally serious.
All right, man.
And the next batch you make up, you have to put Opie Anthony and his brother Joe.
Yeah, I know, because you got Joe up there today, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a party today, man.
I hear you, bro. I want to be in on it.
Make sure you don't give those flyers to all the cab drivers, though. Screw them.
No, I'm giving them to all the Chinese guys on scooters.
With the river pool. I get flyer, but I have to go and take back up a pool. All right, man. Call us back when you hand out all the flyers.
Yeah, I only got about 50 left.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Later, fellas.
All right.
There's someone doing the job.
That is so cool.
Jeez.
Yes, he's part of Phase 2, where he's spreading the word of Opie and Anthony.
What the hell's going on down on the streets today? There's the sirens blaring behind him.
That's all the world leaders getting their shopping done before they head back to their countries.
I like the fact that he brought up the scooter guys.
Yeah.
In Manhattan.
We saw a lot of scooter guys on the way in today.
That's the only way to get into Manhattan these days, on those little Vietnam-looking scooters that they're driving around out on the streets.
It looks like downtown Hanoi in Midtown.
Oh, yo, get out of the way. I'm very late for my delivery of Tang Wang's pork. Oh, yo, get out of way. Look out, the pork gets cold. Tang Wang pork. Wait, no, you ordered Tang Wang's pork. Now you can return the Tang Fang pork, but you have to take Watang pork.
Very nice, but I'm happy that guy's spreading the word of the Opie and Anthony.
Yes, we need that.
We totally need that. And if you come up with a very good idea how to, spread the word of the show, we'll listen to you guys, and we'll allow you to come in and hang out on the show. So.
Yeah, like a guy like that with an airplane would be good.
Leaflets from
drop leaflets.
Just drop them.
Drop leaflets from the sky.
Yeah,
I like that. I want a big banner. I want a big banner in between the Twin Towers.
That'd work.
Why not?
That'd work.
Actually, everyone's got to rent Turk 182 this weekend. So, and then you'll come up with some real good ideas for how to spread the word of the show.
You can't drive on the Queensboro Bridge. You might as well hang a sign from it. Yeah, why not?
Very nice. 102.7 WNAW, The Rock of New York, with the latest from the Goo Goo Dolls. That slide off their new CD, Dizzy Up the Girl. It's Opie, it's Anthony, and it's Anthony's brother Joe warming up the guitar.
That would be me.
All right. These guys are going to play a few ditties today on the show.
Yeah, we're going to do some of our wacky, goofy song parodies, Opie, that we've done over the years.
Actually, we're getting a lot of requests for the goofy songs, and if you want to send in a request for the song parodies that you've heard on our show, you could do that today.
Song parody of your choice.
A lot of people are calling in for the Frank Sinatra song that we did yesterday.
We'll do that
a little later in the show, because that's an unbelievable song, actually.
Yeah.
And it's also FU Friday, so if you want to send an FU out to someone, give us a call. Hi, NEW.
I'd like to give a big fuck you to somebody.
Who?
This lady, Fran, in my office, had nothing better to do today than to notice that I took my high heels off for about 5 minutes, and she ran and told my boss, and he proceeded to come in and yell at me in front of everybody for not having my shoes on.
Are you kidding me?
I'd like for her to have a big fat fuck you Friday.
Your company has an unreasonable fear of feet.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the problem? Like, why can't you have your feet shown?
I don't know. My toenails are painted all different colors. They look pretty cool. It's not like they're all gross and stuff.
And your feet aren't stinky.
No, not stinky.
Huh.
Well, give her a big FU. Say her name and let it fly.
Fuck you, Fran.
All right. Have a great weekend.
Thanks.
There you go. The concept of FU Friday. It's a very easy concept. Someone has ticked you off this week, and we want to hear from you.
Normally, she just would have been able to say F-U
right
to the woman's face.
Yeah.
Now she could tell everybody.
I like that, actually.
Or at least the 12 people listening.
Now, let me get this out of the way. This will be the only one we do to the whore today, all right? Let's get it out of the way. Please give a big FU to that slut Monica Lewinsky and that fat beast Linda Tripp. Okay. That's the only mention we give to that
We're trying to run Clinton free.
Yeah, we are trying, and we did pretty good yesterday. We had one mention, and already we have a mention today. So
it's hard not to talk about.
Quite a bit of energy over the past couple of weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, but we got to move on. So Joe's got his guitar. He's ready, and you guys are going to start up with a little warm-up here?
Yes, but before we get going, Opie, I'd just like to say, for all of your heating, air conditioning, and sheet metal needs, it's True Mechanical.
Oh, my God, what a hack.
You're a hack.
Bohemia, New York.
I wouldn't even do that.
563-1950.
Oh, I wouldn't even do
They're
that.
going to make you work harder now, you idiot.
I'm getting a raise, dude.
Oh, okay.
That's all I had to do.
All right, very good.
Wow.
All right.
What a hack.
You hear that, Zippy?
I wouldn't even have done that. And I was as desperate as you are before I got into radio. All right, we're going to, I guess since Hurricane Georges is down there in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Now it's in Florida.
Yeah.
But we're going to get like a little Caribbean feel.
Oh, very good.
It's a song you don't normally hear done raga.
Isn't it pronounced Jorge?
Georges.
Well, now they're just saying Hurricane Georges.
I like the weatherman now. They're coming out with the beret on and the little pencil mustache.
The Hurricane Georges is wreaking havoc on the keys. Sacre bleu. Oui, oui.
Yeah, this is a little ditty you don't normally hear done with a raga feel.
Okay.
It's a story of a lovely lady. That's the way we became the Brady Blunts. Yeah, man.
Bravo.
From Jamaica.
Yeah. Just getting warmed up here on the Opie and Anthony show, and Anthony's brother Joe today sitting in with us.
That's me a spleef, man.
All right, we got more great tunes on the way as well.
Give me a blunt.
Shut up! No more plugs, Joe, or we're kicking you out of here.
I will never again mention True Mechanical.
Please, shut the mic off.
102.7 WNEW, The Rock of New York, T-Rex on FU Friday. Want to send one in, you can do so through the fax line 212-957-WNEW, or you can give us a quick ring at 212-757-1027. It's Opie, it's Anthony, it's Anthony's brother Joe.
Yeah.
And a stranger has entered the WNEW studios. It's Mike from Elmont. Hi, Mike.
This guy's been handing out flyers.
Well, I got to make sure he actually handed these out, and if he didn't, then we're going to kick him out of the studio. So,
Call up, man.
All right, here's the deal. Mike from Elmont is part of Phase 2 of the Opie and Anthony campaign. And that is to get, listeners to this show.
New listeners. There were some old NEW listeners. Some of them didn't have open minds. we came on the air, and they phased out.
Right.
They turned the radios off, Opie, and left.
They couldn't understand humor. I hope what we're doing is humor.
Well, whatever we do.
Yeah.
So phase 2 now is bringing in new listeners.
Yes.
And this gentleman here is allegedly handed out flyers.
Now, how many flyers did you hand out today, Mike?
I made up 300, and I brought 4 for you guys.
4. All right. So where were you out there?
I was right on 56th and 7th, right across from the Red Eye.
Isn't there a daycare center there or something?
Oh, no. The old age home.
Well, I'm scared to say this, but...
Those are some brand new listeners, Opie.
Yeah.
I'm scared to say this, but if you got a flyer from Mike, I would appreciate it if you called in.
Oh, that would confirm it.
So we could confirm that you actually got one of these flyers that Mike was handing out on the streets today.
I want to know,
Crafty devil, you.
what does Mike do that he has time to hand out flyers for us all
I
day?
actually had to take the day off of work, and I hope my boss isn't listening.
All for the show, huh, Mike?
Yeah, actually, I drive old people around. You know, I transfer them to doctor's appointments and stuff like that.
Oh, and those like ambulance type of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, no. So you see like the Walker Brigades and the...
Do you see the walker with wheels that me and Anthony talked about?
And the handbrake?
And the handbrakes?
And how about the little rascal scooters? You see a lot of those?
See the headlight and the flashing light in the back.
Yeah.
I know they're coming down the street.
Those are tricked out.
Right on, okay.
All right.
Well, Mike handed out flyers. If you got one of these today, please give us a call because we want to confirm that they actually hit the street, these flyers
And Mike,
today.
you know, you can plug the company you work for.
Oh, hey, no. I just turned Joe's mic off.
Mike.
There you go. You're out. Now you're out for the rest of the break. You're out.
Because Mike was handing out flyers. Some poor old guy's laying there. I have bed sores. He was supposed to pick me up.
And the deal with Mike, I said if he handed out the flyers, he could come and hang out on the show for a little while.
Yeah.
Check out what we do here, which is not much, actually. Huh, Mike? You noticed that already, right?
That's awesome. I always wanted to see what it was on the other side of the radio.
All right, right on. And if you come up with an idea to spread the word of the Opie and Anthony show, you too could be sitting where Mike is.
Wow.
I know.
What a treat.
I know, but...
Nothing like being the first, though.
All right.
Hey, you want to sit in the chair that the skank hoe sat in, completely naked?
No?
Right.
We have it over here in quarantine.
Actually, you're sitting in the chair that Mendy, the model from Big Butt Magazine, sat in for 4 hours.
I think we have leftover. She fit on this seat here?
Barely, but you're sitting in that same exact seat right now, Mike.
Yeah.
So, all right.
It's an honor.
We'll go to the phones next, see if we can confirm that Mike actually handed out the flyers today for our show.
Cool.
And we got lots to do. Joe's here, Anthony's brother. We're going to play some more Goop songs for you.
Yeah.
My mic back.
When he's not plugging things. Well, we'll turn you up when you refuse to plug things.
I'll stop plugging.
As soon as you plug, the mic goes off.
You're all invited here each week by Ope and Anthony to shout a hearty F-U at those effing over ye. F-U Friday, that is. Raise some hell. Blow the steam off. Y'all come back now. Yeah.
Wow.
That's right.
I like that.
Thank you.
F.U. Friday. You have that building up all week? You're pissed? Your boss wrong you? Give us a call and let us know.
And Joe whipped that little theme song up. I think we should, send out a challenge to all the bands that listen to us to send in their FU Friday theme songs. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
You get a nice, real polished one.
May I be on the judging panel?
Yeah, Joe, you could judge them, actually. You're listening to NEW, by the way. Got a good fax here for FU Friday. Opie and Anthony, I need to send a big FU to my wife for getting her period on my first day of vacation.
Oh!
That blows.
Red Tide.
That's from JD in Edison, New Jersey. JD, I feel for you.
How long is vacation? About a week.
Yeah. Oh, that is the worst.
It all depends on how long you're married and where you're going, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, if you're taking the kids to Disney, it doesn't really matter much.
No.
If you're, going up to that Mount Airy Lodge to sit in the champagne glass on your first anniversary or something, then it might matter. Hey, look, it's a Shirley Temple now. What happened, honey?
All right. Also in the studio today, Mike from Elmont, who supposedly passed out flyers on 56th and 7th.
We reward the people that help us. It's we're like the mafia. You do something for us, you do us a favor, we will return the favor.
You come on up, Mikey. We'll take good care of you.
We take care of you, Mikey.
We're all out of
You stay
sympathy.
here.
I felt bad for you guys. You guys are crying about not having listeners, so figured let me help them out, you know?
Well, I appreciate
he passed out flyers.
He passed out 300 flyers, but I'm convinced that he passed them out to blind people because
Nobody's called in.
no one's called in. If you got a flyer that Mike handed out today on 56th and 7th you're at?
Right on the corner.
Right on the corner.
Yeah, meanwhile, he passed them out, and these are the guys.
Hey, thank you. This will make a nice pillow. It's for my box.
Mommy, what does that say?
He passed them out, though. That's all
You
that
passed
counts.
them out. Did you pass them out to the guys that are selling the sunglasses out there?
Actually, I tried to pass them out to a bunch of chicks.
Did
Oh,
you?
Very nice.
There you go.
You're smart.
He was just using it to try to pick up girls, hoping that it sparks conversation.
Actually, I'm kind of, an item with someone else right now.
Oh, are you?
Which is Christina. Say hello to my
Another
honey.
guy plugging.
right.
Everyone's plugging.
All right, now
Okay,
Mike,
turn his mic off now.
Mike has his mic off now. I just got this fax from the gang at Town Square Deli in Chatham, New Jersey. A big FU to this guy. They faxed the news story. This
Which
is the
one?
story of the day. Let me just read a little part of this. The man called Long Branch police to report that someone had stabbed him in the crotch as he slept. But officers who responded quickly saw what had really happened. The man had been having sex with a vacuum cleaner, which severed part of his penis. Every guy out there is holding his crotch right now.
I remember reading that.
The 51-year-old man nearly died as a result of his injury Monday afternoon. The man had expected the device's suction to provide him with some satisfaction, but what he didn't realize is that there's a blade in the vacuum cleaner right under where the hose attaches that pushes the dust into the collection bag. Goodness. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, so he was actually humping the machine, not the hose.
Oh, right, yeah.
Where it chops up before it goes into the bag. Oh.
When he turned the vacuum on, the blade severed about a half inch, causing severe bleeding.
Wow.
Really?
I would think.
Oh, that'd leave you with what, like a half inch?
You got me. That's right. I'm hung like an acorn, Anthony. You got me. Too quick for me. The doctors were unable to reattach the...
I love that
Wow.
reaction. I love that particular reaction to when Anthony nails you with something.
You know that didn't change. It didn't change from junior high. Oh, my God.
All right, more to do.
All right, man.
We got the Rolling Stones on the way, some R.E.M., and a couple more Goop songs from Anthony and his brother Joe.
Right.
Which one are you guys going to do in a little while?
I don't know. We're going to do the Morgue, the Frank Sinatra Morgue song.
All right.
Maybe we'll just do like a couple of ditties from, the past, maybe.
Oh, I know.
A little retrospect.
I should dredge some up.
Yeah, what?
I think you guys got it. I got a copy of the Cuban Refugee song.
Oh, we can't do that live.
1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York with the Rolling Stones. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey.
And now the WNEW Weekend Weather Check, sponsored by Hush Home Video.
All right. We don't usually do weather.
They don't get it. We don't do weather on our show. All right. Go do the weather,
I'm going to
Anthony.
go to the WNEW Weather Center. Hold on.
All right.
He's going. He's going.
Take off my headphones.
He's going to
Hold
the.
on.
He's going to the window.
Hold on. I got to open it.
Okay, this is the weather. Oh,
All right.
be careful, Anthony. Jesus.
It's kind of cloudy and overcast.
All right.
I see the sidewalk's a little wet. It looked to be a little rain.
Hey, Joe, hold his legs. He's going to fall out the window.
All right. Whoop.
Hey, easy. Easy.
It's just a little breezy, not really that windy. And I would say a high temperature, about 65 to 70 in there somewhere.
Okay, good.
Let me get back
Let
in
me
here.
swing you around the corner.
All right. All right. He's back in.
Wait a minute.
Ew. I almost touched the Skanko chair. I know.
We've had it in the corner ever since she sat in it.
There are things crawling on this chair.
That is so funny because it has just sat there for the last week.
It's growing cultures. We're making yogurt in the corner.
And everyone is paranoid to touch the chair. Okay, so that was the weather. This weekend, rent Hush, a wicked suspense thriller starring Jessica Lange and Gwyneth Paltrow from Columbia TriStar. I got to read it like that because I didn't see the movie.
Let me
so
read
I
some
can't,
of that.
I
want
can't.
to try reading one, Ope.
No,
Next
Joe.
one.
Next one, Joe.
All right.
All right. It is FU Friday, 212-757-1027 if you want in on the fun. Got a good fact here from Jessica from Rockville Center. It says, Opie and Anthony, FU to all the New York Ranger fans for calling us nomads. Oh, I've been hearing this all week. I'm an Islander fan, and it's tough times for us right now.
Islanders, we have no homeland. White men take away our home. Put us on reservation in Lake Placid.
So they left the Coliseum because they say it's dangerous.
Well, the fact goes on. The Islanders may not have a home, but they still have a dynasty. Well,
Now listen to me, Islanders. I would stay in the Coliseum for this fact. They kind of play like crap, you know? And to sell more tickets, if there's a chance the scoreboard might fall on the team, I'd go. I would. I think that'd be great. Look, people looking at me like, shut up, there's Islander fans out there.
No, I don't. No, I'm just
things happening over there.
I'll be honest.
They say the scoreboard might fall.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm just depressed that the team has stunk for many years. a guy a few years ago tries to buy the team, and he didn't even have enough money in his bank account.
Yeah, that's shyster.
That was fun.
And now we don't have a place to play. But Gary Bettman was in town. He's not satisfied that the place is strong enough to play.
See, I don't have a clue as to why don't they just fix it.
Replace the bolts.
Yeah, new bolts on the scoreboard.
Bolts and the scoreboard will stay up.
I think it's a little more than that.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm sure the story will come out soon.
They want a nice big arena.
Yes, they do. And they don't deserve it.
And they're
using
this fear tactic that it's not a safe place to try to get a better place.
Very intelligent conversation, Ed.
Thank you, Opie.
You might be onto something, though.
Correspondent Anthony on the scene in Nassau County.
Okay, everyone's requesting the Morgue song.
Yeah.
By Anthony and his brother Joe. That's why Joe is in here. 102.7 WNEW, The Rock of New York, Pearl Jam from Yield Wish List. It's Opie and Anthony. And Anthony's brother Joe sitting in on the show today.
We're going to do a little retrospective of some of our little song parodies that we've done.
Yeah.
Opie. Because if anybody doesn't know, that's how me and Opie hooked up in the radio biz.
That's right.
Yeah, I was working on Long Island doing a night show.
I came banging on a door one night.
Yeah, you did. Actually, Joe hooked me and Anthony up.
Yeah, that's true.
Joe stopped by with this unbelievable song that Anthony and Joe did.
The OJ song.
The OJ song.
Yeah.
When the OJ thing was hot. When OJ was as hot as Clinton is now, I asked all the local bands on Long Island to come up with song parodies.
I think OJ was even hotter than Clinton is now.
Yeah.
All Clinton did was splooge and, well, we all know it.
OJ made a bigger mess over a lot more clothing.
That's right.
That's true. So, I encourage all the bands to come up with wacky songs about the OJ trial, and Anthony and his brother came up with the best one by far. And that's how me and Anthony hooked up. Then we started doing radio together. That was what was that, like 5 years ago now? So.
That's right, you band wrecker.
Yeah. Actually, I broke up the band.
Broke up the band.
You were the Yoko Ono of Rotgut.
That's right. I hope he was.
So, but since then, one of the things that me and Anthony have had on our show is a lot of these song parodies, and goof songs. And just about all of them are produced by, Anthony and his brother Joe.
Yeah, we don't need a service to do.
No, a lot of radio stations in town, they get services and stuff to give them their goof songs. But
we like doing them ourselves.
Exactly. I mean, like Red Peters, How's Your Whole Family, of course. But at least we give credit where credit is due.
Exactly.
A lot of these songs have been played in the New York area before me and Anthony came back home. And now we're back, and now they can't play those songs anymore and make believe it was there. So
now this little ditty, unfortunately, we were between jobs when we wrote this one. Wrote it about a year ago, waiting for Frank Sinatra to die to play it.
Yeah, me and Anthony were sitting on this song for, about a year?
About a year, because it looked like Frank had these false alarms every couple of months where he'd be ready to die.
When we sat down to write this, he was on his deathbed. We were figuring we were going to play it within like a week.
Yeah.
We figured we'd get it on the air.
And he hung on until me and Opie got the boot from Boston.
We got fired, and then to add insult to injury, then Frank Sinatra died.
He has the nerve
we're off the air.
to drop dead while we're in between jobs. But that doesn't stop us. We'll do it anyway.
So, let's do the Frank Sinatra song.
This is a little ditty for Frank.
Start digging the dirt. Start grieving today. They're pulling a sheet over my face. The morgue, the morgue. The morgue. Old Blue Eyes, chairman of the morgue, baby.
Thank you.
Oh, I think people are driving off the road right now.
Well, poor Frank. He had to die when we were off the air, so we have to do it now.
Yeah.
What do you mean, man? He's back with me.
And if you think that song is tasteless, stick around for the Cuban refugee song. Also, there's some 12-year-old kid on the line that he made a song parody about Bill and Monica, and he wants to see what you guys think of it. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York. The latest from Kenny Wayne Shepherd on FU Friday. That's somehow, somewhere, some way. It's Opie, it's Anthony, it's Anthony's brother Joe hanging with us today.
Hey.
And we got something on the phone lines. You never know what you're going to hear when you tune us in, that's for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got a 12-year-old kid that has a song parody about Bill and Monica.
All right, now, we're not doing many song parodies about Bill and Monica today.
No.
We're talking about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get sick of it.
Well,
but
he's 12. It scares me that a 12-year-old kid would even attempt to make a song parody out of the Bill and Monica mess. So
I got to hear it.
You want to give this kid a chance?
I don't even think I'd try to tackle that one.
Hey, kid, let's hear your song.
Okay, here it is. Mama keeps crying all about my daddy's lying and the way he cheated on her with Monica. Mama reads the papers all about my daddy's capers and she calls him a hushy loving man. And she likes to have a little explanation about what I heard during their latest conversation. I will say without a moment of hesitation, Mama did what shout, girl, get out, get out. Mama keeps on crying all about my daddy's lying and the way he cheated on her with Monica. His Christian values have gone to hell these days. Now he's a God-fearing, husky-loving man. And she likes to have a little explanation about what I heard during the latest conversation. I will say without a moment of hesitation, Mama did what shout. No, get out, get out. Mama keeps on crying all about my daddy lying and the way he cheated on her with Monica. Mama reads the papers all about my daddy's capers and she calls him a husky loving man.
That's good.
What's your name?
My name is Skidmark. And I'm 12 years old.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you'll be hearing from me more.
All right, Skidmark. Cool. Very good.
Thanks.
There you go, Skidmark, the 12-year-old kid.
Skidmark's got to get up to helium.
That was pretty good.
Skidmark alias Alfalfa Schweitzer.
Yeah, that's Alfalfa.
That's what it was. It sounded like from the Little Rascals.
Yeah.
Alfalfa. Friends, Romans, and countrymen. Hey, where's Spanky? Remember when Alfalfa used to sing all those songs?
Yeah.
I'm the barber of Seville. Mama keeps Mama keeps on trying. It sounded like the Little Rascal. Get a hold of Hal Roach. Have him sign that kid up.
We should ask Skidmark if he had personality.
He's got the little hair poking up.
Skidmark, you have personality?
Skidmark can't come to school today. Mother cut off her finger. Skidmark can't come to school today. Mama shot Papa. Hey, Skidmark, could I have your pocket knife? You get killed?
I just got to hear that, like, just a tiny bit more of this.
Okay, here it is. Mama keeps crying all about my daddy lying and the way he cheated on her with Monica.
That could shatter glass.
It's catchy, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's catchy. I'll in my head all night.
I'll remember that song.
Oh, very good, Skidmark. Call back with any parodies you might have in your brain, right?
Mama keeps crying all about my daddy lying and the way he cheated on her with Monica. Mama reads the papers all about my daddy's capers and she calls him a husky loving man.
Skidmark is the king of the show today, without a doubt. No one's gonna top that one today.
I'll tell you one thing, whether you like it or not, you're gonna be hearing that at 2 a.m. if you wake up. I just can't get it out of my head.
Why did I have to with Sophie and Anthony today? Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Skidmark.
Sheryl Crow, My Favorite Mistake on the Rock of New York, 1027 WNEW. It's Dope. It's Ant. It's Ant's brother's Joe. Ant's brother's Joe. Ant's brother Joe. Yes. Okay.
Brother Joe.
Hey, we got to do the weather again, Ant.
We do already?
And now the WNEW Weekend Weather Check, sponsored by Hush Home Video.
Oh, should I pull up the Doppler, WNEW Doppler 5000?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
It's 1,000 better than the Doppler 4000.
Okay.
That they have.
Well, we got to give some type of forecast here, so why don't you give it to us, Sam?
Okay, as I look at the Doppler 5000, which is out our window, actually.
Okay.
It looks kind of cooler than it has been lately.
All right.
I'm saying about, 65 degrees?
Sounds good.
It's a little hazy, overcast, damp.
All right.
It's been a little drizzle.
Yeah.
I would say gradual darkening.
Darkening of the sky toward evening, yes.
Okay, very good. That's enough. This weekend, rent Hush, a wicked suspense thriller starring Jessica Lange and Gwyneth Paltrow from Columbia TriStar. There you go. All right?
All right, man.
Well, I don't know. I think it's time to play the Cuban drown song.
Yes. When was this one originally? This one was originally for the flotilla, right?
Yeah, they had the
boat people.
Yeah, boat people. They were coming over on everything, scraps of wood.
We were pissed.
Yeah, scraps of wood, whatever they could
boxes
pick up out of the garbage and float over.
So you guys came up with a song,
a little ditty, and our guitar player in this is actually a Cuban.
Cuban dude,
and he had to sit through us doing this.
Rexy.
All right, it's a song about Cubans finding stuff to float to America on. Okay.
He helped on the vocals.
Yeah.
He was in there doing that.
So this is the disclaimer, so when we get all the Cubans mad at us,
had a Cuban,
we'll be okay?
Yeah, tell your complaints to Rex. He's Cuban.
That's
okay.
Right.
All right, well, this is...
That makes me want to do the swing.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. I kind of forgot how that song went.
Whoa, I can smell the complaint letters coming in.
Shove a motor up her ass, use her as a boat.
I guess my chances of running for any political office are pretty well nixed after that one.
Oh, man.
Well, that's a great little song you guys came up with. That's great.
Thank you.
That's Rock Gut in the Cuban Drown song.
I have no idea who did that song,
But Rex, your guitar player, is Cuban.
Yeah,
Is that
he's
the
Cuban.
disclaimer?
He wrote the whole thing.
He did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Blame it all on him.
It's in his biography. It's a true story.
That's right. Actually, he co-wrote it with Fidel Castro.
Yeah.
1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York. We got to teach Joe radio etiquette there.
When the little lights on.
When the little lights on, don't talk and definitely don't curse.
On the air. See, then you don't talk until it's time to talk.
That's why I was pointing to that, because when I was talking, the light wasn't on.
It's Opie and Anthony. We're not going to acknowledge Joe this break.
I'm serious.
All right, Jesus.
All right.
I have to deal with this so many years of my life. Say hi to the people at www.mybosssucks.com. They put a little banner up on their site featuring us.
Really?
Yes, they did. They said we just created a banner ad and placed it on our webpage. Check it out. It's at mybosssucks.com.
Now, are they part of Phase 2 in the Opie and Anthony program to get more listeners?
Yes, I think they like us. They said Howard blew us off a year ago, the dick. We'd love to come over and talk about doing something on the site about you guys and your bosses. Thanks, James.
Thanks, James. We appreciate that.
Yes. Yes, we do.
By the way, Mike is still hanging out in the studio. Mike from Elmore.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
You having a good time, Mike?
Yeah, man. It's. I really know what it's like from on the other side.
All right.
Come in here,
see what goes on.
Whatever you want.
Now, tell the listeners that we're actually nice guys when we're, not talking on the air and stuff.
Want me to lie? All right. They're real cool guys, man. They're making me feel comfortable, and it's,
All right. The reason Mike is in here, because he decided to take Phase 2 into his hands, and he passed out 300 flyers today all over Midtown that said, check it out, Opie and Anthony, a talk show that's fun. Give them a chance. It's worth the laugh. Monday through Friday, 3 to 7 on 1027 WNEW FM. Problem is, not one person called that got the flyers today.
Jeez. Now, do we believe he really did that?
I'm responsible for the effort, not the outcome.
All right. Well, you made the effort, and we appreciate that. So
that's right.
We're looking for other people to come up with creative ways on how to spread the word of the show here.
Get more in our Flip Mode squad. We need more homes in our Flip Mode squad.
Yeah, we do need that.
Hey, I want to do a tune, man.
You want to do another song?
Yeah, it's a quickie.
Is it as brutal as the Cuban song we just heard a little while ago?
It might be. I don't know.
All right. What is this one about?
Well, this one we wrote this one a while ago when, who was it? David Crosby?
David Crosby was getting his liver transplanted.
Getting his liver.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Hey?
You, who's a bloated load that had to go for a liver transplant.
It's a fun little ditty, right? About cirrhosis of the liver, Opie?
That's
right. That's a cute number.
What a mess we got going on today.
Fun, right?
Yes, it is.
Sure it is.
Hey, don't forget, Monday morning during the Dave Herman Rock and Roll Morning Show, we will auction off field box seat tickets to the first 2 Yankee playoff games.
Wow.
That's cool. All proceeds go to the Children's Health Fund. Games are Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, so make sure you listen to Dave Herman Monday.
All right.
Hey, speaking of baseball, real fast, did you see the clip of Ted Kennedy on the news last night?
What a moron.
He was talking about the home run race with Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa, and he called Mark McGwire Mike. So he goes, I want to congratulate Mike McGwire. And Sammy Sasa.
Sammy Sasa and Mike McGwire.
Sammy Sassy.
2 fine football players.
Is this guy lost or what?
What a bloated mess. What does Ted Kennedy have that Bill Clinton wishes he had?
A dead girlfriend.
The Rock of New York, 102.7 WNEW, Marcy Playground, Sex and Candy. It's Opie and Anthony.
Let me try that.
And Anthony.
The Rock of New York, WNEW, it's Marcy Playground, Sex and Candy.
Wow, look at him.
That's great.
Trying out for your job, Opie.
Did you actually have to live with this guy for how many years?
Many years.
Kicked out of your house?
Many years. And this wasn't anything, because quite frankly, I had a hard time in Elwood Junior High, because he had the distinction of being the first guy ever caught with pot in Elwood Junior High.
I got busted, dude.
He did.
I got busted.
It was such a dopey story, too.
Mr. Geig ran out onto the, remember, he ran out onto the playground. I was sitting out there with all my friends showing off my nickel bag. And Mr. Geig ran out and snatched it from my hands, but not before I could eat the contents of the bag. So I had all kinds of green stuff swimming around my teeth, and Mr. Geig asked me, "What's that in your mouth?" I said, It's oregano from my pizza pie. Because it was right outside the lunchroom. So, man, I was on my toes, man.
Junior high.
Wait, Anthony, you got to tell the pot story.
Oh, because I was a goody two-shoes.
Anthony played with microscopes, and Joe played with bongs.
And Joe was smoking weed and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And I remember the teachers all, after this happened, because it was a huge deal. Like, oh, my God, pot in Elwood Junior High.
Suburbia. Anthony made a microscope out of a bong.
Yeah. So the teachers were coming up to me and saying, taking me aside, is there anything you need, any help? Like they thought I was going to automatically become this big pothead because of Joe, but I had many years of being a nerd. I went home one day. I was across the street in the woods from our house.
There was a lot.
And, a little lot. And I find pot plants.
And I'm talking about Kona bud that had been like cared for and nurtured for months and months and months. It was getting close to harvest time.
But the Suffolk County Police Department came to the school like a week before and showed us what pot looked like. So I'm walking through the woods and I see pot. I'm like, oh, it's pot. This is marijuana.
Okay, now you have to remember that this pot was not mine. It wasn't Anthony's. It was the big kids that live next door. And I'm talking about guys that have been in and out of the joint, bikers. There were all kinds of, really nasty dudes living next door. Go on, Ant.
So I uproot the plant.
Oh, no!
I grab them, take them home.
Now, in the meantime, I'm in the kitchen, stoned to the bejesus belt. I'm sitting down at the kitchen table, sucking on a bowl of Fruit Loops or something. And Anthony comes walking through the door. My mom is washing the dishes. Anthony comes walking through the door with 2 lovely bouquets of nearly mature Kona bud.
Look, Mom, Marijuana. Like I'm gonna affect the drugs that are killing our country.
The spoon fell from my mouth and with several Fruit Loops.
He knew where they came from.
My mother turned around, she looked at it, she goes, take it out in the back and crush it up.
So there I was in the backyard on the cement patio, grinding every single leaf into oblivion. Just grinding it with my shoe as Joe looked on like one of those...
In horror.
One of those dogs with the big eyes and the velvet paintings out the window. He's just looking like, no. And then like a half hour later, I looked out the backyard and I just see him on his knees trying to find anything, a stem, anything.
Seed. Picking up a stem.
And somebody got the living crap kicked out of them because obviously they were accused of stealing the plants.
Well, no, what happened was the big guys came to me.
Where's our pot, Joe? Where did our plants go, Joe? My brother took him. Kill him.
No. I covered your ass.
Thank you, Joe.
I was in as honest a voice as I could muster. I said, Ralph Bastianelli.
Who was Ralph?
He took it. He was some guy that he's since died.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
That's
as
great.
a direct result of that.
All right, paper trails ended.
Yeah, that's it.
Loose end soda.
You'll never get caught.
That's a good pot story. Your whole family was a mess, though. What about your uncle?
My uncle Joe had pot plants that were. They were like redwood trees.
From the second-story bathroom, we lived in a Cape, and from the second-story bathroom, you could see the buds peeking up from the windowsill.
It was in East Islip, and we had a cop living next door. A police sergeant living next door. My uncle, who is my mother's brother, had my mother bamboozled into thinking, no, Ro, it's a basil oregano hybrid I'm developing. Like he's working for the Department of Agriculture.
And there I was, spreading it on the pizza pie and throwing it in the family Sunday sauce.
But they were huge. And my father showed up.
Yeah, he didn't live with you back then.
No. Horrible story of divorce and heartbreak for the children. But he shows up. And he's like, what the hell? They're 10 feet tall pot plants doing in the backyard.
We're talking 20 of them. There had to be 20 of them.
Like, what are you doing? They're going to take the kids away if police find you with plants in the backyard.
And the police are living next door at this point.
And my mother, knowledgeable about everything. Oh, Joe, you stupid ass. It's basil oregano hybrid. Don't you know anything? Basil oregano. Let me call the cops and tell them about this basil oregano hybrid.
There were a whole lot of people coming in to see Uncle Joe about copping some of that basil oregano hybrid. Walking out with huge plastic bags.
I never understood why people would trade perfectly good Fender Stratocaster guitars and Marshall amps for basil and oregano. Something you could get for nothing at the supermarket. But for some reason, they're very interested in Uncle Joe's basil and oregano.
Maybe they were just shopping for Bertucci's or something.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Uncle Joe had the best basil oregano.
Oh, that's classic.
Very
Very good.
Pot.
All right, stick around. On the way, we got the latest from Hole and Led Zeppelin next. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York. As you cruise around town, that's Hole, Celebrity Skin, title track from Courtney Love's new CD.
Joe was jamming to that, huh? Rock. The acoustic version without the boobs.
All right. Don't try to sing it, though. We're just about out of here, I guess, huh?
Yeah, we just got one more little ditty for, the ladies.
All right, well, let me thank everyone before we leave people with this song, okay? We got to thank Rick for producing the show today. Got to thank Mike for stopping by from Elmont. You had a good time, Mike?
I had a ball, fellas. Thanks a lot.
The only reason Mike was in the studio is because he's helping spread the word about the Opie and Anthony show. We didn't know him from a hole in the wall until he started passing out flyers about our show. So
really my point is that nobody called. They got the flyers. So next time we'll just have to make 1,000 up.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
And a little challenge to the rest of the faithful listeners out there. If you come up with a very creative way to spread the word about the Opie and Anthony show, you too could sit where Mike is sitting.
And watch the operation. Watch where the tragic happens.
Yeah, exactly. And Mike didn't have to sit in the skank whore chair, so.
No, we have that firmly entrenched in the back of the console.
Crawling on that chair.
It is.
Yes, we also got to thank Joe, Anthony's brother, for stopping by.
You guys never have to thank me.
I know. We're all hanging out for the next few hours.
Yeah, we're going to hang out.
All right, and Matt Devote's up next. We'll see you guys on the radio. Monday at 3, and Go Mets Go. Right. Anthony and Joe will end the show.
This is for the ladies. What all us guys like for the weekend. All right.
Here we go. we go. 1, 2, 3.
Give us a Lewinsky.